We have 4 minutes, starting now. So, we are reviewing Clybourne Park by Bruce Norris, which was written in 2010. And an interesting perspective by Bruce Norris on this is that this is a close relation into Raisin in the Sun by Lorraine Hansberry. There's a connection here. We will get into that later in the video. But I will let Courtney to go into the plot of the play.
Some more characters.
And plot.
Oh, okay. Anyways, okay. So Act 1 takes place pretty much where Raisin in the Sun leaves off, kind of. I don't really think there's that much of this. Is there that much of a time span in between?
Yeah, no, it's the same time.
Yeah, no.
Same time.
And it's about Bev and Ross and how they're moving out of their house because they had a son who was a war veteran and he killed himself, so they don't really want to be there anymore. And their housemaid Frances helping them pack up and stuff. Francine.
3 minutes. Act 2.
And then Act 2 is taking place in 2009, and it is about a white family trying to buy the house from...
Stephen Lindsay
trying to buy the house from a black family, Lena and Kevin, and they go
Black neighborhood at this point.
They go to, a law firm sit-down room with their lawyers, and they're talking about everything and how it's going to work at the house, and Lena is very strict on she doesn't want any reservations done to the house because she wants to keep the culture and her great-aunt's memory alive of how that house came into her family.
No gentrification. Nope. So how does this correlate to Raisin in the Sun, you ask? Well, Act 1 especially connects to it because this is the same time that Carl Lindner has come back from talking with the youngers from Raisin in the Sun, and he is protesting Bev and Russ to not allow them to buy the house, even though it's already a done deal, and Russ wants nothing but to get away from these people because he's so annoyed with them. So it connects directly there, and then especially with the connection of just the entire race theme and how it even connects to current day culture and modern day themes within the tension between races. So there's a lot of connections going on, not just within the plot. So what do you think it says about the way that race has progressed today?
The way... I feel like we've progressed, but we haven't really progressed. I think there is still a big cultural gap in races all around in general, not just dealing with whites and blacks, and every
1 minute.
Way of race, every way of being culturally different than what the norm is.
I think we've shined a lot of light on it.
A lot of gaps, but
and there's still issues.
There are generations that are growing up and seeing these issues and are trying to close that gap and shine a light on it and telling older generations, you've been doing this wrong, you have to be accepting and all this other memorabilia.
Okay, so what did you think of it, your opinion?
I didn't really enjoy it in the fullest because I didn't really like what I was reading and the contents of the language and the terms being used and everything that was being thrown around. It was just very discomforting for myself to have to read, and it was kind of hard for me to actually read it because I didn't like reading all of those terms.
I was very annoyed with it, don't get me wrong, because I would have to walk away because the ignorance and the naivete of the characters really bothered me. The discussions with where Neapolitan is derived from or what's the capital of Morocco just signifies this lack of understanding for other culture as a whole. And it almost pokes fun at the tension between races because we can apply this situation to multiple different areas. So while I was very bothered by some of the situations that happened and just the plain ignorance and hostility that these characters had with one another, whereas they just needed to communicate, and that's all I wanted. But would I recommend this piece? Yes, because I think we need to see these issues in our culture. I think we need to use this as a way to advance how we view each other and how we need to actually communicate about these issues in a not so tense manner. I think we need to have these discussions. That's the only way we're going to progress
They're going
forward.
to be hard, but we need to have them.
Damn right. Would you recommend this piece?
I would. It is just going to be a very
Difficult.
tough pill to swallow.
Yes. And with that, I think our coffee talk is done. I know we've hardly talked about this guy though. Bruce Norris. God. Written in 2010. Okay. Let me restart that and the timer. You haven't started yet, have you?
No, I have.
Why? Oh my gosh, okay.
The camera. I don't have that much battery left. You might want to start.
Oh, start now? Okay. We have 4 minutes to go. Starting.
My coffee jumped up and burned me.
Starting now. 4 minutes. Go. I will start.
You're starting when you already said
So,
you
we
wanted to
are
start.
reviewing Clybourne Park. I don't even remember the guy's name. Stop this video. Please, stop it.